Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel, The Creative Book Shack. I would like to show you what I'm doing with the recycled Christmas cards that I started playing with on Friday. So I have gone ahead and covered with collage in various neutral tones, just giving each of the pages a background. You can see it's not remotely finished. Today I am going to do something to go on there, I thought. So I've kept all the pages vaguely neutral. I've just de-Christmased them, basically. The front cover isn't done. None of these are done. They've just all got backgrounds. I thought on this page I'd put a notebook. So what I have, this paper is really strong. It's got cotton in it, and it's handmade paper, and I don't know where I got it from, but there's 2 sheets here, and I managed to turn 2 sheets into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces for this signature. So there's 12 pages, 24 sides. And then I found this. This is a piece out of an old map book. And this is a natural fold on the pages. This, Nottingham, is where I live. So I thought what I'd do is I'd use that natural fold to cover those pages. These are going to go on the inside of that front cover. First of all, I want to remove this white bit. I shall probably keep it, but I don't want it on these pages. So I'm going to take that and just cut it off. And now I am going to put this in here. I don't want it too huge. So I think there, and cut that off there. This is the better way for me to do it because I am so useless at cutting in a straight line. And then I'm going to take that and cut that there. So that is going to give me the cover for this. Do I want rounded corners? No, I don't think I do. Do I want to ink it? Yes. So let's just, I'm using ground espresso, which is my preferred Ranger Distress Oxide. I just really like it. Black's always too harsh, isn't it? Right. Now, let's line this up as I want it. Check it's going to fit. And it is just, yeah, that'll be fine. Move that out of the way. And then I'm going to attempt not to stab myself. Is that lined up? Yeah, roughly. Okay, as my stabby tool, we'll have one in the middle. I'll have one there, and we'll have one there. I will just put, there's a clip here somewhere. I will just put a clip on that to hold it in place. And then I have a needle with thread already in it, and I'm really hoping that it is going to stretch for just this little bit. So we're going to go in there. We're going to go in there. We're going to go down there. We're going to go back through that hole. Oh, almost perfect. Practically perfect in every way. How was your weekend? I hope it was good. We had snow here on Thursday night, Friday morning. It had already been forecast. We weren't quite sure how much we were going to get, but it did say there was going to be lots. So we went out on Thursday and did the shopping and then hid ourselves away. Now that I am going to stick in there. But first of all, I want to cover up this. And I want to use these bits to make a closure on that, I think. So that's not going to be long enough. I think I'll probably take that strip there. So I'm just gonna tear this down that line. Yeah, and I'm gonna cut it off. How's that? Too long, but I don't like that bit, so yeah, that'll work. Do I want it thinner than that? No, I think that's fine. So I'm going to ink that up as well. The snow's melted now, by the way. In fact, it went from sort of like -2 at some points over the weekend to 9 degrees this morning. Weather's weird. Yes, that is going to be, where is my glue? What have I done? Ah, there it is. Right, I am going to glue this in place just by putting some glue either end of this. And do I want to put some in the middle as well? Yeah, I think I might do that. Right, so this is going to go there. Oh, I can't even put that on straight. There we go. That's better. Oh, right. So we've got two little holes there and there. Now, next thing, I think I probably want to put some washi tape down there. What do we have that I like? I don't want it too white. That's too thick. No white stuff. Oh, how about this one? I quite like this one. I am going to need to glue it because I have very little faith in washi tape. So I've got a little bit of PVA here that's left over from a project I was doing before. Let's just swipe that up and down there, and we will use that to cover up that mess. And scissors, I will cut that off there. Cut that off there. Try and make it vaguely straight because that quite obviously isn't. Leave that to dry. A bit of ink on it. Right, okay. That is the correct way up. That is going to go on there. But first of all, I want something that is going to sit here and go into there. So it needs to be, let's say it needs to be, how big is that? Let's say it needs to be 4 centimeters. Have I got, oop, there's the pin for my glue. That is also about 4 centimeters. Maybe I could have that way shorter. No, let's get a wider piece. Okay, here's another piece of breakfast cereal box. Yeah, that will do it. So I want, where is my little, gone. Right, I have to use the big one. Let's cut that off to start with. Right, I want 4 centimeters, and I want, oh, actually, let's do it 5 centimeters. 5 centimeters. 5 centimeters. So there's my 2 bits. I want to, how many rulers do I need? There has to be a pencil here somewhere. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to mark it 1.5. 1.5, 2, same on this one, 1.5, 1.5, do I want it to? Maybe we'll do one each side. One. Right, now what I'm going to do is I am going to cut that there, 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 there. That'll almost fit if I do it like that. I suppose it could be slightly shorter than 1.5, couldn't it? It's not a problem. Then I need probably a bit of water in that. This is just PVA glue. But I can. The end of that is setting, so let's just damp it up a bit. Right. I am going to put that there. I am going to put the other one there. I am going to cut them off before I put the other side on. Here. Take that off there. And that bit, clear the decks. I haven't quite got enough dirt. I might have. Let's just stick that on there, right. Oh, that might work. There might just be enough glue in here, because I hate to waste things. Right. Stick those over like that. See, now I can just cut that tiny bit off across there and there, and I have wrapped things. So I now have 2 map clad tags, which are going to go, they're going to go there and through there like that, you see, to cover up those hinges. Oh, I haven't finished that one. Would be useful if I cut it all off. So that's going to go through there and sit like that. So I am going to need to score those where I think I think what we'll do is we'll fold them on that line. Okay. Stick a little bit of glue in there because it's coming off. I obviously missed it. Right. Okay. I'm going to ink these up too. Okay. Bit of assemblage, I think. Although maybe a bag somewhere. Here's a bag. I also had a little thing that said notes. Now, what have I done? Ah, there it is. Right. Okay, so this is this big. I want it to be torn. Yeah, we'll have that torn like that. And then I think we shall put some... What colour should we go for? Oh, I don't like the red, really. That's all a bit... Or do I like the red? No. Let's see what we've got. Maybe that one? Yeah, quite like that. Let's put that on there. So this can go over there. Okay, I am gonna glue that onto there, and I shall tear that off. Doesn't really matter how edgy it is. I shall do this and get both edges. This is really thin, this scrapbook paper. I obviously got it somewhere cheap. So we're probably talking a Temu haul. But sometimes thin paper is just what you need. So I've got no problem with that. Okay. Right, I'm going to glue that onto there. She says confidently, "Where is my glue? Please come out." Oh, there we go. Going to glue that onto there. I'm going to move this stuff apart away. This, I'm going to glue I'm going to start by gluing that onto there, and then I am going to glue this Oh, and I am going to put it on there like that. It's just within that cover. I'm going to stick that at an angle because I like angles. And then that's going to go there. Right, so let's glue these. These are going to need to sit for a while. So that goes in there like that. Ooh. Yeah, that will work. And then we'll put some glue on the back here. Put that in there. Move it down to cover that hinge. And we have okay, this isn't working. We have to fold those up like that, and that's it. Now I've got it. Oh, I'll put those on in a bit. Yeah, that's what we have here. So that's what we've got at the moment. Do I want to put something else on there? I don't know. Do I? What have we got? I've got lots of travel stickers here. They're all a bit shiny. I don't want them to be a bit shiny. Oh, how about putting a bus on there? I don't know. I might come back and have a look at that. But this is the opening of my book with a notes journal in there. 24 pages. I could always decorate some of those pages. I shall be coming back to decorate some more this week, and maybe on Friday, by Friday I might have finished it, and I can show you in a flip through Friday what it looks like. Anyway, that's it from me for now. Thank you very much for popping by. It's always lovely to see you, and I will speak to you soon. Bye for now.